Hello students, we're back again and we are talking about concrete blocks, estimating for concrete blocks, getting just a little bit more in depth about what we are doing. So we're going to work through this example together. It says, this building is made of standard concrete blocks. There are 6 windows, each 4 by 2 feet 8 inches, and one double door measuring 8 feet by 8 feet. Estimate the number of blocks, bags of masonry cement, and tons of sand that's needed to construct this building. So what we have to do is pretend like the building has no openings at first. So we're going to calculate the entire linear feet going around the building. Now, if you notice, there's some missing dimensions. And we can find out what those missing dimensions are. There is a sneaky way of doing it, but I want you to find the missing dimensions. So, this is 65 feet going up and down this way. It's not up and down. I have to not say up and down. This is laying flat on the ground, okay? And we know that this section is 20 feet. So what would be left for here? It's a simple subtraction. 65 minus 20 is 45 feet, right? And then we can also find this missing dimension by doing the similar thing. If it's 75 feet and this piece is 50, it's a simple subtraction to find that missing dimension. 75 minus 50 is 25 feet. Okay? So the linear feet would be all of those dimensions added together, because remember, this is sitting down on the ground. This is like the foundation or the aerial view of what we're doing. So if we add 75, 65, 50, 20, 25, and 45 all together, the linear feet for our whole structure is 280 feet. And then we're going to do our steps to find the block in a course. Sorry, I used block in a course. Block in a course, you take your linear feet and you multiply it by 0.75. So we've got 210 block in a course. Now we're going to determine how many courses we need. And a lot of times in blueprints, the height of the structure is written right here in the middle. So it's 10 feet high. And if you remember from all the weeks that we've been practicing this, you take your 10 feet and you convert it into inches. So that means that we multiply it by 12. And then you're going to divide it by 8, because a standard block is 8 inches tall. So 10 times 12 divided by 8 is 15 courses. To do the total block, we know that we need 210 block in one course, and we're going to make 15 courses, or 15 rows. That means that it is estimated that we need 3,150 block for that structure. Now, we need to make a sidebar. So this is the whole building. We need to talk about the windows and the door separately. So the windows, looking at those first, Right here is the size of the window. Now for the linear feet, do not do the perimeter of that window. That's not what linear feet is. It's just the bottom length, or if the window was sitting on the ground, what part would sit on the ground? When you read a dimension like this, 4 feet by 2 feet 8 inches, the first measurement is always the width and the height. The width is 4 feet. The height would be 2 feet 8 inches. So our linear feet for the window is just 4 feet. But there are 6 of them. So we can put all 6 of them together and multiply that by 6. So 4 times 6 is 24, right? So if we do block in a course, we're going to take our linear feet and multiply it by 0.75. So we've got 18 block in a course for all the windows together. And how many courses are we going to need? So to do courses in the window, you need to take 2 feet 8 inches and turn it all into inches. So if we think about it, we can figure it out. 2 feet, there's 12 inches in a foot. So there would be 24 inches right there. Plus 8 would be 32 inches, right? And then we're going to divide it by 8 because a standard block is 8 inches. So now in the windows, for the total block that would be in the windows, we're taking 18 blocks in a course times 4. $72 block. Let me write block up here too. So now let's think about the door. The door is an 8 by 8. It's a double door, but it's 8 by 8. So the linear feet is just 8 feet because it's just the part that touches the ground. Now we're going to do block in a course. Block in a course, we take our linear feet, we multiply it by 0.75. That's 8 block in a course. Now we do our next step and we say the number of courses. So not the structure, but the door. How high is the door? The door is 8 feet high. So if we turn 8 feet into inches, it'll be 96 inches. And we're dividing by 8. So that means we're going to do 12 courses in that door. We need to calculate then the total number of block that's going to be in the door space. To do that, we take blocks in a course times the number of courses. We have 72 block that are going to show up in the door space. So what we've done is we've calculated a total number of block as if the whole thing was filled in. And then we took the window and the door separately. So I need to subtract those to find the total number of block for the whole job. So we're going to take 3,150 and subtract out our windows and subtract out our door. So for the total job, we would need 3,006 block. And that's kind of like our final answer for the block. To do the bags of masonry cement, we take our number of block here and divide it by 30, because remember, every 30 block will need another bag of masonry cement. I get 100.2. Now we know we can't order 0.2 of a bag. So, and our normal rules for rounding would tell us to round that down, but we know that when you're doing material, you will always round it up. You need 101 bags of masonry cement. And now we're going to do the last step, which is the tons of sand. And we're dividing it by 8, because for every 8 bags, we will need another ton of sand. And now we are done. So doing concrete blocks with openings is a lot more tedious, but it's the same process, just repeated. I hope this video is easy for you to follow along. I would like you to answer the questions on the Google quiz. Make sure you hit submit. Make sure it says turn in the upper right hand corner of the Google assignment. And if you have any questions, please email me at cjones@ictc.edu. All right, I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.